Welcome. Imagine you're in a room. You're told that the person in the next room is strapped to a chair and connected to a machine that can deliver electric shocks. Your job? To administer those shocks whenever they answer a question incorrectly. But here's the twist: you don't know that the person isn't actually being shocked and they're in on the experiment. The real question is, how far would you go? Would you follow orders to the very end, even if it meant causing extreme pain or even death? In 1961, psychologist Stanley Milgram set out to answer a chilling question: just how obedient are people when an authority figure instructs them to do something that goes against their conscience? This was the start of what we now know as the infamous Milgram experiment. Conducted at Yale University, the experiment aimed to understand the psychology of obedience, particularly in the context of atrocities like the Holocaust. The timing was crucial. Just 3 months after the trial of Adolf Eichmann, a key figure in orchestrating the Holocaust, began in Jerusalem. Milgram wanted to know, could the millions involved in such heinous acts really just have been following orders? Here's how it worked. Participants, who were unsuspecting volunteers, were assigned the role of the teacher. They were told to administer an electric shock to the learner, an actor hidden from view each time an incorrect answer was given to a set of questions. With every wrong answer, the shocks increased in intensity, from a mild 15 volts to a deadly 450 volts. The participants didn't know that the shocks were fake, nor that the learner was just acting out their reactions. The results were startling. Every participant was willing to go up to 300 volts, a level labeled as intense shock, and a staggering 65% went all the way to the maximum 450 volts. That's right, 65% of people were willing to potentially kill a stranger just because an authority figure told them to. Milgram's findings shook the world, raising profound questions about human nature. Were these participants monsters or just regular people coerced by authority? Could this experiment explain how ordinary people can commit unspeakable acts during war? While some hailed the experiment as a groundbreaking insight into the human psyche, others criticized its ethics and questioned whether it truly reflected real-world obedience. After all, does a lab setting really compare to the complexities of situations like the Holocaust? Despite the controversy, the Milgram experiment has profoundly influenced psychology and culture, inspiring countless replications, films, books, and debates about the limits of authority and human obedience. So, what would you do? Would you follow orders, or would you refuse to go on, even if it meant defying authority? The Milgram experiment forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth about obedience and the human condition. The real shocker is what it reveals about us all. Thank you.